Okay, so just like that, episode 2, same garms as last time because we're going to pick up where we left off. We're keen to just get going on it. Going to keep this short, going to keep this sweet so you can see us actually work on the car. We're going to begin by getting it jacked up, draining the fluids, and then we can really start and get into it. So let's get it on jack stands.
Let's do it.
Yeah, nice. Okay, step 1, let's get the wheel off. Use little Allen, take off the hub. That's fine. And then crack these bolts loose. One. Just crack them loose, yeah. So these Audi A3 wheels are growing on me, you know.
They're not too bad, are they?
Yeah, they're alright. That's one. Sweet. Let's get it jacked up.
Yep.
Let's just touch that. And then we can get it on the stand. I think that might do.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, do you want to get the jack stand underneath?
Let's do it.
And drop it down. Sweet. One side done. We'll repeat the same on the other side. Okay, car's jacked up. Do you want to pop the bonnet?
Let's do it.
Lift that up. And then the next step is to drain the coolant and the oil. Okay, so we're going to start by draining the oil. Let's get this pan underneath, take the sump plug out, and the oil should drain out. Hopefully, we can do this without making any mess. Do you want to meet me underneath the car? This is the sump plug bolt. Once we loosen this, oil will come out, catch it in our pan. Get some good leverage. Okay. Fingers crossed, no mess. Right, and out she comes. Leave that sump plug. Actually, take that out. Wait for that to drain. Okay. So next is to drain the coolant. It's quite tight to work under here. Got the bucket. Just need to hope that I don't get coolant all over my face.
Future Kyle here. We struggled to get access to the clip on the hose that we needed under the car from this angle. So in the next clip, you will see us removing the wheel to get this done.
Right. Let's get the wheel off. And take this wheel off so we can get the wheel arch off just to give us easier access really to the coolant pipe. Disconnect that, drain it off into that bucket you can see here. No lock-in nuts on those. Interesting. Bang bang. Job done. Interestingly, while we're here, look at our discs. We've got cut discs. Someone spent a bit of money on them. Interesting. Let's see if we can get a look at the brake pads. Plenty of meat left on those. So those are doing well. In fact, under here it all looks. Link arms look good. Suspension, that might have been replaced. I'm impressed with how it looks under here. Right. Next job. Take these few bolts off. Get the wheel line out. Okay, we didn't film it because it was a tight space. But the wheel arch is off. It's going to be a nightmare to get back in. That has given us access to the crank pulley down here. But more importantly, that there is what we need to get to drain the coolant. We were struggling to get underneath and do it, so we'll do that now. We're just going to drain this coolant. Jimmy, just clip down the coolant hose. Got a bucket underneath, just there. Hopefully we don't make too much of a mess. Pull that down and do your best to catch it. It's going to be tight there. There we go. Let that all drain. Did you get very wet?
Nah,
Sound.
surprisingly didn't. All happened quite quickly.
That is our fluids drained. We are going to crack on with stripping the engine. Whoa. Start by pulling off the engine cover. Should just pull out of its clips. There we go. Nice. Give it that one. Start lining that stuff up in order there. And in general, just start with the disassembly. So I think we're going to start with the air, actually. So let's get a Phillips by the looks of it, and also undo the clips. Okay. With clips. So that. Start undoing these. Now we've sprayed these with WD-40. Well, we've sprayed bits we can access with WD-40 to try and give us a helping chance. And them coming out easily. It's not always the case. It's gone alright. It's fine. Do you want to disconnect the negative? Is that the negative? That's positive. To the side. Just want to pull the battery. You take the back one? Okay. Looks like there's another 10mm there. And looks like a 15mm on. Let's connect this hose.
Which one are you going for?
That one. That's for it to come off. There you go. Right, do you want to get a plastic bag? Okay, let's get that hose. There you go. So we've just taken off the air filter cover. Our little method of just making sure we keep everything in place. The bolts are still in, but we're going to categorize things, make sure everything's still in place. So, you want to come over here, we're just going to stick things into plastic bags, make sure it's all in one place, set it down on the other side of the unit, make sure it's all in order. While we're here, let's have a look at our air filter. It's okay. And we've got a new one of these to replace them anyway. This one looks fine. Would have been replaced in the last service, but got a new one. That one's junk. Pop that somewhere else, mate.
From here, we just continued disconnecting different hoses, taking off bolts, taking off parts, just stripping down the engine bay as much as we could, really. I've time-lapsed it, as it turned out to be about a 45-minute clip, and I wasn't going to bore you with all of it, so sit back and just see us whiz around the engine.
Okay, so we've taken, there's just a couple of Phillips heads holding the reservoir tank there. We're now gonna just take off these couple bolts here holding this bracket on, it just holds everything in place. And then once we've done that, we can get cracking on moving the EGR and the manifold. First of all, that, the last bolt, that should be, there we go. Let's have a look in there. That has seen better days. We will give that a good cleaning, actually. It's carbon deposits. Essentially, exhaust gases come through the manifold, through the EGR. There's the throttle body, looks all right, actually. Here we go, one step down. Next step is the manifold. Yeah, just. That's all right, I'm doing it now. That's it. And he is out. One down. Hold on. One down. I think maybe 6 more to go. You get the idea, but we'll check back in once that's out. So what feels like a big milestone for us is we've just gotten the EGR off and the manifold off, which is good. If you come closer, you can see getting closer to getting this head off. Next steps will be to, let me think. There's another manifold at the back, which we need to remove. Once we've done that, it is a case of, taking off the engine mount, keeping the timing, and then we can go ahead and take off the head gasket. Brilliant.
Whew. So we've made a lot of progress this episode. We've managed to strip a lot off the engine. If you want to come follow me. Yeah, we've made a lot of progress. As you can see, it's getting bare. We're getting down to the bones of it now. On the whiteboard, just over here, we've managed to drain the fluids. We've stripped most of the engine. Next episode, we should be able to keep the time in and remove the head. So follow along with us, and hopefully we can get that all done by the next episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Grit and Grease. Cheers.
Cheers.